Sensible Sue is a teacher who likes to keep up appearances.
I don't want to look like an idiot. It's not right.
Feisty Fred is a carpenter who sounds more like a sailor.
I am so tired.
They're both used to doing what they want when they want to. But it's all fun and games until someone has a baby.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. See you in a bit. Oh, I hope I don't cry.
Lordy, lordy, Fred and Sue are 40, and both dinks. Double income, no kids. But not for long. 'Cause baby Evan's coming to drop in on the fun. Our panel of birthdays experts will be watching closely over the next 6 weeks. Relationship guru and woman about town, Josie Vogels. Supermom with a watchful eye, Kathy Buckworth. And the man who's always psyched and ready to go, Dr. Irvin Wolkoff. Fred and Sue like to prepare for everything, but they're in for the ride of their lives.
We need the helmets, Fred.
What?
It's the law now.
They keep fit, they have fun, and they work hard.
I design and I build custom furniture.
I'm a teacher.
I mean, she deals with 30-some-odd children, you know, daily. At 31, including myself.
I love being organized, but I don't go over the top with it.
Oh no, not in the least.
So I've labeled everything. How cute is that?
I think the notes are like pure insanity.
In 0 to 3 months, with feet are here, without feet are here.
Our baby will be neurotic within 6 months.
Well, can we just take a minute to read the instructions? Like,
No. She knows I don't read.
look at the picture on the side. It's not right. Fred's not really big on instructions. Well, look.
No, you know what? We need some help with this.
You know what? I don't want to look like an idiot.
You know, she's a little fragile because of her age and stuff.
All right.
There's got to be.
Can we get this doll off me now, please?
It's going to be hard because everything is going to be all about that baby now.
Sounds about right, Fred. And guess what? It starts now, because that baby is coming home.
We're going home.
Bienvenue, Evan.
Smile. This is your new home now.
And just in case Evan has already brought a mess into the house, it's diaper check time.
Okay, Evan, let's check your diaper and see what's going on down there.
I'm scared that I will actually throw up on the baby when I change the diaper.
Together so that.
You take the stinky end.
Well, let's remember.
Could do that.
That's nice.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Now, which way do these things go on? Take it easy. That's right, buddy. How come you're all red?
So far, the most annoying thing about this couple has been that she's so skinny after she just had that baby.
But we'll soon find out how they fare after the first big sleep at home.
Are you gonna swaddle him? Yeah, I better be sleepy tonight.
Like a burrito.
Come on. Do you want to put him down on your chest for a little while? Sleepy. Oh, yeah.
Well, I have to put in my earplugs. I need to work. I need to put in these earplugs.
All right. Put him in.
If there's something really urgent, just let me know. I mean, I just need to. I need to sleep.
I know. If it's really bad, I'll wake you up. I mean, I am the one that's off for the year. But,
I am the one paying the mortgage. Oh, that's a piece of heaven. That's good stuff. Sorry.
So I hope we're not getting suckered. We all like this couple. This is too unusual.
The one thing,
a little crack
the
there.
one crack that I did, like when, there was just that moment where he said, I need to put the earplugs in, right? And you could see her just kind of bristle, like, okay, are you gonna leave me alone? But then, you know, she was like, okay, you're right, I'm the one that's off. She backed off, and he's like, I'm the one paying the mortgage, and I thought, ooh, little bit
I agree.
of crack.
And she said if it gets really bad, and I'm thinking, what does she mean by that exactly? Either the baby's not sleeping or the baby's sleeping. So yeah, I'm a little concerned about that too, where she still feels like she needs that lifeline just to get through the night.
Apparently for Evan, the nighttime is the right time for making poopy.
That's better.
And the party in his pants wakes up Sue.
Well, the lack of sleep is pretty new. It's pretty tough.
Yep, and poor Fred looks like he's sharing her pain.
He's a bit precious when it comes to his sleep. So right now he's got earplugs in.
Tell me something, I don't have children, so I'm not sure, but I guess when they're newborn like that, having them in the bed like that is okay? Or?
Well, there's a whole different schools of thought on that. My thought was actually they do wake up. Babies are quite noisy, so if sleep is a concern, seems like the earplugs are working for him, but if they're not, then they might want to consider moving the baby out to another room, or you know, he moves to another room, one or the other.
Yeah, there's a whole school of thought now that says that it's best to have the kid in the bed with you. And it's nuts, because it's tough enough, it's exhausting. I have 3. I lost a good 6 years of sleep out of my life. They thrash around and stuff.
They do. And there's baby monitors and things like that. Although for me, the baby monitors, what, I want to hear them screaming louder on this?
We've been pretty lucky to be these parents, or this couple that have had no kids, can pick up and go and just do whatever we want. And now it's like, wow, they don't tell you about the up all night problems. And I think it's really kind of getting Fred, because he can't get to work. He doesn't feel comfortable going to work and working all the power tools and things like that.
It's been 1 week since Evan has come home to stay, and Sue's itching to get out of the house.
And,
Just go have fun.
If he's got, you know, where his clothes are.
Yep.
And the diapers.
You've changed them?
He's freshly changed.
Perfect.
So he should be good for a little bit of time.
All right, well, just go and have fun, because time's a waste in being here. He's quiet now, so just go. Have fun.
Make sure you give him a nice big burp.
Yes.
And sing to him.
No. Later.
Hi, baby Evan. Bye-bye. See you in a bit. Oh, I hope I don't cry.
But Sue didn't allocate time for a cry, so off she goes.
Have a couple beers, enjoy.
And since Sue has her time away, Fred orders his friend in.
It's just real nice having somebody who's going through the same things that you are. And Freddie, I've known him for a while, so it makes things so much easier.
But Dave didn't anticipate Fred's expertise so early in the game.
Yeah. Whoever came up with that rule of waking a baby up every 2 to 3 hours is a complete idiot. A complete idiot. I mean, if the baby's hungry, he's gonna wake up on its own.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he's fed, he's dry, you know, he's content. If he wants to sleep 4 or 5 hours, I mean, who's gonna wake him up? But these tree hugger, granola eating people, you know, just 2 to 3 hours, you have to wake him up. You wake him up, he's annoyed. You know, he's not gonna settle again.
Yeah, it's like, do you like being waked up in the middle of the night?
No, of course not.
I wake up when I'm ready to go.
While Dave and Fred ponder paternity, the ladies enjoy their pub fare.
Being a teacher, I would like to think that my child is gifted.
I can't seem to make him burp.
But after Dave takes his leave, Evan takes a fit. So Fred can talk the talk, but can he stop the squawk?
Maybe he just wants to be held. Maybe he wants... I have no idea what he wants.
Perhaps a horrific getup will calm the little guy down.
At the beginning, changing the diapers now, it wasn't that bad, but lately, the stench has been getting to me. So I've had to step it up and use my respirator, because it really does help. Can't smell anything, it's perfect.
It's not the first time this has come up in our discussions. The fathers who get nuts over the smell of their kids' diapers, I don't get it.
But he's dealing with it.
Well,
in
he's
his way.
dealing with
He's
it,
still
and-
changing the diaper is what I mean by dealing with it.
Yeah, okay.
He's still changing the diaper. He's
And
not saying,
little
I
Evan-
gag, I'm not doing it
Little
like some of the
Evan
other
will have
dads.
fond memories of his
Oh,
dad's
Dad.
eyes over the
Yeah,
nest
really,
brace.
that feels
He'll
scary.
be grow up afraid of flies.
Couldn't he just get like a nose plug or something?
I don't know.
It's funny because usually there's like tons of cracks. Here there are no cracks, and I keep looking for them, and I'm not finding any. And I'm not sure that that's because everything is just absolutely perfect.
It's a little Stepford.
Apparently, Evan did not enjoy Dad's costume, but luckily Sue's home.
Hello?
Oh, thank God you're home.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Just come in and take your baby.
I came home, I could hear the crying outside of the house, actually, and entered the front door and knew that something was up in the living room. There wasn't a quick hello from Fred when I came in the door, and I could hear Evan crying.
I feel kind of useless as far as the baby. I don't think he really needs me at this point. You know, after a couple months, I'm sure things will change, but at this stage, he doesn't really need me all that much, I don't think.
And I think Fred had had about enough with the crying and just being unable to really console Evan in a way that he wanted to.
One of my 3 daughters, and I'll spare her, I won't tell you which one, but one of them just didn't like men. There was no man who could come anywhere near her. She was completely attached to her mommy. And I tried, you know, I took her and gave her mother a chance to go out. And what would happen is the kid would cry from the minute her mother left to the minute her mother came back. And I felt terrible. I understood there are some kids that are just like that, and around a year we became fast friends, and it's been great ever since. But boy, do you feel useless. Like, my breasts don't make milk, and I can't stop the kid from crying even though I adore her. I think Fred is just kind of tippy-toeing around the edge
Well,
of
I think
that.
he feels useless because he feels like he can't console the baby, but what he probably doesn't realize is she can't console the baby all the time either.
Yeah.
No parent can keep a baby quiet all the time, even jamming that soother in his heart as he was. You can't keep the baby quiet all the time. So I think that for her, you're absolutely right. Sometimes the baby just wants mama because that's the one that's around, but often mom can't get the baby to quiet down either.
And so I made mention of maybe heading out again tomorrow, and Fred's not really thrilled about that.
But maybe Fred will change his mind after a good night's sleep.
I am so tired. I mean, I had no idea that it would be this much work. And I try to help as much as I can, but I really have a business to run as well, right? So I haven't been able to go to work.
That he couldn't believe how tired he was, because he's getting a chance to be a little bit of mommy. So
Because you are that effing tired at the beginning, there's no doubt about it.
It's Fred's turn to head out. So off to his sanctuary, AKA his workshop.
Right now, at home, Sue is with the baby. I'm sure either feeding it or changing it or doing something with, I shouldn't say it, with him. Yeah, she thinks I work hard, but really I don't. The rest of the time, you're not allowed to tell Sue this, but I just do a lot of bike riding and volleyball and sitting at the pub.
Your secret's safe with us, Fred. It's been 4 weeks since Evan has come home. And to the human eye, the house appears spotless. But not to Sue. Because holy cow, that garbage is filthy.
Why I go to this much trouble with recycling. But I like to have clean recycling.
After she takes care of that disaster, Sue tackles the mail.
And this is what I do when baby's down having a nap or is with Fred. I'll take care of the administrivia that runs this household. So that's what I do.
And let's not forget the joys of pre-sorted laundry.
But I enjoy doing this sort of thing. This is kind of therapy for me. I can't function with clutter or chaos. You know what? You never know who's going to walk in your house. You never know who's going to walk into your classroom. And this is just a reflection of how I am. I have an organized home, I have an organized car, an organized classroom.
So clearly, Sue is concerned with how she reflects on other people. But Fred is a different story.
I took Evan for a walk, and a lady comes up to me on the street, and she says, "How old's your baby?" And I said, "Well, he's 3 weeks old." And she gets all snotty, and she says, "Well, I don't think he should be allowed out now." So then I looked at her and I said, "Well, I don't think you should be allowed out either. So, off.
But Fred needs to contain himself because Mrs. Susie Appletree wants family craft time.
Press the baby's hands into the plaster.
How the hell are we gonna get his hand in there? It's impossible. Because babies are known to actually space their fingers perfectly and allow you to put them in something.
Well, won't this be fun then? Oh, it's too hard. It's hardened.
But have no fear because Sue has a backup emergency plaster kit that was probably in the backup emergency plaster kit drawer.
His hand is not going to open up.
No. That's why we should maybe just do his feet.
But Sue ignores Fred's suggestion because all she hears is, must get perfect handprint.
Do you want to roll up his sleeves?
Fred, I need to have his hand come down. He's going to get his whole... What, do you want me to do his face?
Oh my God, he's a raccoon. Here, try.
We have to... Just a second, Evan.
Evan's waking up from his peaceful slumber to some harsh reality.
This is not working. Not working. Not working. Let's just take off his shoes and do a foot.
Oh, there's a good idea. Okay, we're gonna stand them. That's what I wanted to do originally. Who cares how far apart they are?
You
Ready?
just hang on 1 second here. Look at his whole outfit is covered. I gotta get his big toe. Okay. Oh, that's the imprint. Damn. Oh, I'm sad. I wanted a handprint and a footprint. Can we try it again? I'm gonna do it again.
I don't think that these things are meant to work perfectly,
Okay.
but whatever. Go ahead.
I'd like a perfect little footprint like it shows on the box.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Would you like to go somewhere and have it professionally done?
What are they gonna do, drug them?
But what will calm Sue's frazzled nerves after that plaster catastrophe? The dulcet tones of the vacuum cleaner.
I just love the fact that Sue's trying to recreate something that she read in a baby book somewhere. Like, this is her first child. You have to have the plaster foot. You have to, and it's just gone all
she is a school teacher,
wrong.
right? So it's you know it's a project, and
That's
you know
right.
and the sentiment is lovely, of course. You know, it's a very sweet kind of thing. But I think at a certain point, if it's not working,
You got to give
gotta
up.
let
You
it
got to
go.
give.
I mean, and it's funny. I mean, that's hysterical.
and
but
it's too bad. Again, there's no joy there. Poor old Fred is just along for the ride. You know.
I mean, no joy there is the key. I mean, it's sad because they are like people who go on holiday and spend so much time adjusting their video camera to
Yes.
take pictures that they weren't really there for the holiday.
Or
Yeah.
the one when I go to my kids' concerts, you know, and you've got to find that moment where you go, okay, this is just so stupid, it's funny. Because it happens all the time with kids. Things that you think are really serious, oh my God, I can't believe this is going wrong. You give your head a shake and you say, well, this is just actually a ridiculous scenario. And that's why they don't seem to have that sense of ridiculous.
So is his hat's in there and his mitts for later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all in here.
Alrighty.
It's been 5 weeks since Evan's birth, and it's time for a road trip. But not for Fred.
All right,
All right, we'll drive
Willis.
safely. I'll miss you.
Bye-bye. See you in a couple days.
She's going away to Lindsay to stay with her parents for 3 or 4 days, and yes, good times.
Get some work done.
I will. Bye. Drive
Okay.
safely. Call me when you get there. Bye, Evan.
Bye-bye.
The next couple days alone will be a nice little holiday. I will miss them, but I just need some time away. I mean, this is definitely Club Med.
So with beer in one hand and TV remote in the other, the first day of Fred's vacation begins. But the next day, feeling a little guilty, Fred gets back to work.
I've gone down for an hour here, an hour there, but I just need to sort of get things going.
And all that screwing around has made Fred a dull boy, so it's time to play. Then it's a tasty pint to wash out the gritty taste of sand and testosterone.
He only has two modes with his baby. He can either be the baby's slave and have to attend to little Evan minute to minute and have no life for himself, or he has to pack
Completely
Evan and the
remove.
mom into the van, send them off to Lindsay so that they're not going to be nearby, and then he's happy. And that kind of all or nothing orientation to a baby, or a spouse for that matter, is very dangerous, because life is not all about you being a happy slave to your intimate partners or you abandoning them completely. It's about being in the middle and moving with whoever you're with.
It seems to me that, you know, their duties and their child care is very divvied all the time.
But after his mini break, Fred is eager to welcome Evan and Sue home.
So did you miss your little boy while we were gone?
I did miss him a lot, and you as well, but I really enjoyed my time alone. It was good times, I have to tell you.
Don't be a smartass.
I have nothing to say, but smart aleck comments.
I know, you're really pissing me off.
Underneath all the smoke and mirrors and whatever they say is a really nice guy. And at times it drives me crazy that he can be so flip and sarcastic, and I think, oh my God, people must wonder what the heck did she do marrying him.
I'd like to see them kind of just, you know, let things get a little messier, both figuratively and literally. I mean, who cares if the house isn't completely impeccable, but also with their relationship, I'm not seeing a lot of connection there. And granted, yes, they've just had a baby, so, you know, the focus is on the child. But, you know, not seeing a lot of love and a lot of connection between them, and I'd like to see a little more focus on that.
I think, you know, on the cleanliness thing, I think if that makes them happy, they could carry on with that. I certainly can't relate, but I think they should carry on with that. But I agree, I'd like to see them get a little bit, and I don't want to say dirty with each other, but that sort of thing where they actually admit sometimes, this isn't, you know, sometimes this isn't what I thought it was going to be, and this kind of sucks sometimes. And sometimes I would like to have a little bit of time, or maybe we need to go out together. They don't seem to be willing to admit that because that's not the image they want to present.
Yeah, just be a little more playful, too.
Yeah.
I'll give you some honest dirty. If I were the emperor and I could prescribe anything, I would prescribe 2 hours locked in the bedroom, sex, has to be real sex, and they are both forbidden to shower or wash for 12 hours after. I think that would do them a world of good.
It's now been 6 weeks of baby bliss for Fred and Sue. They've had a chance to adjust and a chance to hear what our experts have been saying about them.
What's wrong with people being happy? You know, we've all got quirks as human beings. I mean, it's just things that we can't get away from. You know, Sue and I both love to clean. We both love a nice, clean house. And I've got a real dry sense of humor, and Sue loves that about me, but that's just who I am.
But there is evidence that Sue has loosened up a little. Just look at the state of that sign.
Have you got this sock somewhere? Have you got the matching one to this someplace? It's gotten lost in the laundry, hasn't it? This little green sock, lost. We'll keep our eye open for it. Maybe it's in one of Daddy's shirts or something.
I don't think Sue's neurotic at all. I mean, we just like to clean things. We like to make sure things are right.
I think somebody who can't maintain a household and establish routines and organization in their own home, they're the ones that are neurotic.
Good boy.
Okay, maybe she hasn't changed all that much. What about Fred?
But I didn't think it would be possible for me to actually feel this way about another living human being. And my wife's okay, too.
I am a little bit surprised that Fred has changed this way, and he's mellowed out quite a bit.
In life, again, you have to try to have fun. You know, and people take things too seriously these days. And I say, but who gives a what
Psychologist
people think?
gets a hold of that.
Who cares? Who gives a what they think, anyways? We're good.
Exactly.
Josie Vogels, yes. She's hot.
That was funny.